It is the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM. Time to talk some tennis again with Egan Regnier, the Robe Roosters captain. We're talking all about the Southern Ports Tennis Association in South Australia. Great to be back with you again, Egan. How you doing?
Going good, Ellis. How you going?
Not too badly at all, thanks, Egan. Now, you were an absentee on the tennis courts last weekend. Why was that?
Yeah, I had the week off and feel refreshed, but I'm back in this week, so ready to go.
Everyone needs a week off in their time. So, Egan, anyway, it was a good result for your side getting up over Penola. You travelled there, the team that is. So just give us a rundown of that game. Looking like some momentum is really on your side now, so you must be feeling pretty good about the fixtures coming up ahead in the season.
Yeah, my team travelled down to Penola on the weekend. Even though Penola bottom, still no easy beat. There've been some good sides this year, and we had a really good win, 17-7, and that's our second win in a row. So yeah, he'd be at form, which is good. Just looking at the scorecard, obviously I wasn't there, but the men were really strong. They all won their singles on the day, which is huge, and really strong at the end of the day with the doubles, again, 5 out of 6 doubles. So yeah, we're in good form coming late and a sneaky chance to make the finals, which is good.
Absolutely, a very, very good time to be a Rooster. Not so much if you're a Rebels player, though. What happened there in the Rebels versus Naracoorte game, which was meant to go ahead?
The Rebels sadly had to forfeit the match. They had a wedding to go to, which knocked out, I think, 6 of their players and 5 of them were their females. So, that doesn't help them at all. And I think it was just too hard to try to scrape a team together for the day, so they had to forfeit against Naracoorte. So Naracoorte had a very cruisy win. That helps them.
Bit of a communal event, the old Robe wedding, isn't it?
This time of year, it's a bit. I know everyone obviously wants the sunshine for a wedding, and that's why they get booked around this time of year. And it wasn't that good weather on the weekend, but one person goes and nearly everyone else goes. So yeah.
All right, Egan, tell us about the Lucindale derby. What went on here?
So the Koalas played the Wombats. Koalas are top of the ladder, and they're there for a reason. They had a good win, 17-7. And they're really hitting their strides, which is showing. And the big thing that looks on the scorecard that you see is they just love their doubles. They keep winning their doubles at the end of the day and at the start of the day. That really just gets them going. And they must be working really well on the court together when they're with someone else and working. They won 10 out of 12 sets of doubles, so huge. And they had a great win, 17-7. So they stay on top of the ladder.
The Lucindale Cockatoos in action against Francis. Tell us how this one went, Egan.
Francis, I think they're doing almost the same thing as the Koalas. They're hitting really good form at the right time, and they had a good win, 19 sets to 5. But they're a bit different. They're going really good, and they're having a lot of big wins to get a lot of sets to get their percentage up, so they can try and sneak up the ladder a bit more. But again, they're a bit different. They're good all over the ground. They're good and they're mixed, and their ladies are strong. They won 5 out of 6 lady singles, and they won a majority of their doubles at the end of the day as well. So that's a really good win by Francis.
Let's move on and talk about the Beachport versus Kingston clash. You did see Kingston emerging as the winners. So they're looking all right, Kingston, aren't they, Egan? Yeah,
Kingston going well as well. So, it's this was the closest game of the round. Kingston got the job 14-10. Seeing the scorecard, they did have a few out. Beachport had their top 2 men out, and Kingston had their number 1 man out. So, sort of evening out a little bit, I guess. But, a few out for both sides, but still made it a really tight day. And, Kingston are going well, but they're really good in their singles. They win a lot of their singles to get their sets to win matches, and a bit different to the Koalas, obviously, but they won 8 singles to get their lead, and then there was a very few tight set at the end of the day. That could have gone either way, but Kingston held on, and they win 14-10 and hang in the top 4 to try and get a top 2 spot.
All right, Egan, well, before we talk about this weekend's matches, why don't you just update our listeners with how the table is currently placed right now in the Southern Ports Tennis Association competition?
Yeah, so actually the top 4 is really tight. There's only one game separating the whole top 4. So the Koalas are on top on 18 points, and then Naracoorte and Francis are equal second on 17 points, and then Kingston are third on 16 points. So, Kingston are fourth on 16 points. So, yeah, it's very tight top four, and anyone's game to finish in the top two for the Div 1 final, and then drops a little bit with the Wombats and Beachport sits in fifth and sixth, and then the two Robe sides in the Roosters and the Rebels in seventh and eighth. Then Lucindale Cockatoos at ninth, and Penola just at the bottom there in 10th, but they're not too far behind everyone else. So yeah, it's pretty even around little different sections of the table.
Now we had some juniors action on the weekend as well. Egan, do you want to just give us some brief comments on that?
Yep. So we had the Schiller Shield, which is just a junior tournament between sort of Mount Gambier Tennis League and then our little Tennis League and Naracoorte have their own side, and Bordertown and Keith sort of joined together as well. So there's a few pretty much a lot of juniors around the southeast which go in this that play. Some play obviously some senior tennis as well to improve their skills, and more tennis for a junior the better they get over the time. But Mount Gambier being such a big place, they've always been strong, and they proved to be strong again, and they finished top. I don't think anyone really got close to them, but it's always good for some kids in our league and any other league that go and play against a better kid. You're always going to learn from it and improve your skills. So it's huge. But Mount Gambier finished top, and I'm sure every kid that entered in it had a really good day. So well done by everyone that played in it and everyone that helped organise it.
Yeah, absolutely, and very well said by you there as well, mate. Egan, the floor's yours again. Give us your predictions for all the action that we've got coming up this weekend.
Yeah, so we're in around 13, so only a couple more rounds left, and with the ladder so close, every game is very, very important. So we're actually got Wimbledon round this weekend, which Lucindale Country Club hosts. Since they've got their 12 grass courts, they're going to have 4 matches there, and they encourage everyone to wear full whites, and they do a really good job down there. They have strawberries and creams and cucumber sandwiches, and really try and make it a Wimbledon feel, which is really good. So there's 4 matches in Wimbledon, 4 matches in Lucindale this weekend, so we're down there as well, which be good. I have a good look at how everyone else is going. So Francis are going to host the Rebels down there. The way Francis have hit some form and Rebels had a week off, I suggest Francis will have another good win to keep fighting for the top 2 spot. Then Koalas play Kingston. That's going to be a really good match. I feel probably the match of the round. Again, fighting for a top 2 spot, both these sides. So it's going to be a really tight game. I think Koalas will just get there with a bit of home ground advantage. The Cockatoos play the Roosters, our team. This is going to be another tight game. We've hit a bit of form, but Cockatoos beat us early in the season, so we're hoping we'll bounce back in that one. Wombats play Beachport. Another tight game. They're both 5th and 6th on the ladder, but I think the Wombats might just get over the line there. And then the last game around, Naracoorte versus Penola. So I think Naracoorte will be too strong, knowing they've got too much to lose. So they will have a really good win there and keep their spot in the top 2.
Expertly done, Egan Regnier, the captain of the Robe Roosters. Great to speak to you again. All the best with the action on the weekend. Enjoy the day out. Certainly sounds like a carnival feel with the Wimbledon theme. We'll look forward to hearing how it goes, and we'll speak to you next week. Take it easy.
No worries. Thank you for having me.